Every time she walk by, every time she walk by, every time she walk by, I be like, there she go. Every time she walk by, I can see in her eyes, shawty be feeling my vibes, I be like, there she go.
What up, J babies? It's the girl J Chronicles, and I'm back with another video.
You know what I'm saying? I threw another hairstyle on you guys. I got my hair and my sleek ponytail, period. Well, my edges done, you already know. Hair not on as much swim, but you know, we getting there. It's alright.
But yeah, today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a story time. And today's story time is going to be about how me and my siblings and my cousin got chased by a crazy man. A crazy man, y'all. This video is... It was just crazy, bro. This stuff was just so crazy. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share my video so your girl could get, you know, her subscribers up, period. But, you know, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you feel the video is going to be entertaining, just stay tuned. And let's get into the video.
I just wanted to tell y'all that if you hear something in the background that is a TV, please do not mind it.
Alright, so the first thing I'm going to start off with telling y'all is that when this happened, me and my step-siblings was staying in Baton Rouge at the time. And we stayed in Baton Rouge and we stayed in the apartment complex. And the apartment complex we stayed in the same apartment complex as my cousin. So my cousin was like in the back and we was in the back too. So we wasn't that far from each other. So we'd be all with each other all the time. So man, Baton Rouge was just crazy, bro. But first, I gotta tell y'all that the way the apartment complex was, it was like our apartment complex was in the middle. Then to the right of our apartment complex was another apartment complex called Sherwood. Our apartment complex, which was Magnolia Trace, and the other apartment complex, which was Canterbury. So they were all close, but they were all divided with fences. So people would break the fence boards to make shortcuts to where like we could either go to the apartment complex quicker or you could go to the stores quicker. Cause Canterbury was close to, if you was like towards the back of Canterbury, they would have Dollar Tree, Fred's, and buku other type of stores that you could go to. Cause where I say that we was close to everything. So one day, it was me, my cousin, and my stepsister Destiny, and we was walking to the store because our parents had told us to go get them something from the store. So we had went to the Dollar Tree, and we had got whatever we had to get out at the Dollar Tree. And then when we got out the store, we thought we seen a family member. So my cousin, she was like, she thought the family member was her uncle. So we was like, hey. We was saying, hey. We was like, hey, whoop-de-whoop. I ain't gonna say his name and all that, but we was like, hey, whoop-de-whoop. And the man looked back. And we looked and we was like, girl, that's not him. So then, you know, we was like, girl, that ain't him. And we started laughing. But it wasn't loud. It was not loud. So, yeah. So, when we had noticed that wasn't him, we wasn't worried about it. We was just walking back home to go get whatever we had to get for our parents and bring it back to them. And I turned around, bro, and the man was looking at us while we was walking. And I don't know if I'm remembering this right, but I remember dude really, yes, he did. Dude, we was walking, and we was close to the cut where we had to just cut through the freaking fence to go to our apartment complex. He started following us. He was following us. Like, girl, and I told him that. I was like, and we started walking fast. And then once we started walking fast, I think he just stopped following us. Because we didn't see him when we got to our apartment complex. Now, they had, I don't know who this man thought we was. But they had this other group of girls that could have resembled to us, but probably could not have. He probably didn't think we was them. But me and my stepsister, we both light-skinned. And my cousin, she dark-skinned. And they had this other group of girls. And me and Destiny, my stepsister, we stepsisters, and that's my cousin or whatever. And the other group they had 2 sisters and a cousin. They had 2 sisters and a cousin in the group too. And the 2 sisters was light skinned and the cousin was dark skinned, just how our group was. Now, we ain't really mess with these girls like that, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know if dude thought that was us, but I don't know if he thought that we was them girls, but we wasn't. Because them girls was hot, like, they were out there. And we wasn't with that, like, no. Like, what do we look like? But yeah, them girls, the other group of girls was like hot. They was too hot for their age and they just acted grown. But they was older than us, but they still was too hot for their age. But yeah, anyway. So like probably like a couple days after, we all got sent to the stove again. This time it was me, Destiny, my cousin, and Damon and Trey, which are my stepbrothers. So we all walk into the stove. We had to get out the stove. And, girl, we see this man again. A freaking again. I'm like, oh my God. I'm sitting here, I'm like, y'all, I hope this man don't follow us, bro. Son. So, we walking. We left from the stove. And we walking in a Canterbury apartment complex, finna go to the cut park to go to Magnolia Trace. And I turned around. One of us turned around. It was either me or my cousin. And one of us turned around and we seen the dude and he was walking. And we was like, y'all, that's that man from the other day. Then I turned around. Girl, this man was running after us. He was running after us. We was gone. Like, we didn't even take the cut. Because if we would have took the cut, he probably would have tried to come rape us or steal us or something. I don't even much know. Dude, he was a short, dark-skinned dude that wore clothes that was too big for him. Like, we was up in 2001 or something. Like, he was creepy. He was ugly. And turned out the whole time, dude was like 22. And he was still in high school. It was just, I'm going to tell you about that later. So, yeah, so I turned around and he started running after us. And like, let's say like he right here. He all the way to the back towards Canterbury, kind of close to the stove, but he could still see us from around the corner. And we kind of halfway down the street, but we like kind of by the cut park. So like he like right here and we like right there. And then he started running after us, and you know me, I turn around. So I'm like, y'all, he running after us. So we all jetted off, boy. We was gone. Like, when I tell y'all gone, bro, we was gone. And remind y'all, we had food. Like, we had, like, candy and snacks and stuff up in our hand. And it was so much of it. Because our parents had given us a lot of money to go get something. Because I think my cousin was sleeping over, and they wanted to get our snacks or whatever. So we were running with the freaking snacks in our hands and stuff. One of us had a gallon of milk. It was Trey. Yeah, Trey had a gallon of milk. Bro, let me tell y'all. So we running. Like, I'm making it seem like it was so long, like a 5-minute run. But listen, we was running. And then so we get like down towards the front of Canterbury where the gate at to lead you in and out. And my stepbrother Trey, he got tired because he was the one that was holding the milk. Y'all, tell me why this boy went behind the trash can. Because in apartment complexes, they got them big old trash cans where you take your trash out yourself. You don't have like a trash can sitting in front of your house and then the garbage man come out. You got to go take it and throw it in the trash in that big old garbage disposal thingy. So this boy got tired because he had the milk in his hand and Trey is small. So he holding the milk and he running with it. And he got tired. So he stopped and was taking his, he was just like breathing and stuff, trying to catch his breath behind the trash can. And we was like, Trey, come on, boy, what is you doing? This man finna come and get us. And this boy was like, he was sitting there with the bag in his hand. He was like, he ain't gonna catch me. He ain't gonna catch me. And then all you know was the man was close to the trash can. He was like, Trey, come on. He said, ha. And he started running. And we had to take like, it was like, the way the gate was like towards by the road. And then the fence was right there. So, man, this is hard to explain. So, the fence is right here. Like, say the fence is right here. This is the fence. Right? The fence is going straight along. The apartments are on this side. And then, when you go straight forward towards the side of the fence, closer down the street, they got the gate to where you go in and out. And when we were running, we went around the fence because we couldn't take the cut because that man would have just got us. But we had went around. And we still running, boy. And we don't see him. We like, oh, he must have stopped. He must have stopped following us. He did not stop following us. Y'all, this man was crazy. He was really crazy. Like, we was running. And we all trying to sit there and catch our breath. Bruh. I looked to the side. This man was on the freaking fence. Jumping over the fence. Still trying to run after us. Still trying to run after us. I was like, oh no, it's over with. And we all started running again. I looked. At first we had to laugh because it was too funny because this man was sitting up here really climbing the fence and trying to run after us. And I told my cousin, we was walking and I was like, man, I think we was like, man, that man crazy, son. I turned to the side. This man was climbing the fence trying to still run after us. So I was like, yo, he up there on top of the fence. And they're like, where? I'm like, he right there. And then we looked and then we started laughing. But dude had already freaking, he was having a hard time jumping that fence. And it was like the wooden fence boards. I don't know what was wrong with him. He was stupid. But yeah, so we started running again, bro. This man still running after us. So he finally jumped over the fence for, I don't know how long it took them to jump the fence. But we ain't even care, boy. We was just gone. So we running, and I look, and then Trey, he looked back. This boy said, he got a gun. You say somebody got a gun? We zooming. Turbo, we are going. Because down there in Baton Rouge, they don't care. Like, I remember one time I was freaking playing outside, and I was in my backyard, and then all I heard was somebody freaking shoot somebody, and this lady shot her husband in the arm. It was just so much, bro. It was just so crazy down there. And we was not finna take the chances of that man trying to freaking shoot us and kidnap all of us. And it was just, no. So we running. Y'all, we was tired, boy. It was like we was running the freaking 800-meter dash in track. That's how long we was running. Bruh. Luckily, we was close to, kind of close to where we stay at. But, man, when I tell y'all, we took off like Forrest Gump. Because that man was crazy. So we finally made it to our house. And Trey, we had went inside. And we still freaking tired because of how long we've been running. And we go in the house, we like. And then in my house, in the apartment that we was living in, it was like when you walk in the door, they got one room to the left. And then if you keep going down, they got the living room area. And then when you turn to the right, they got the kitchen or whatever. So, and then when you turn to the right, they got the stairs. And they got 2 bedrooms up there. So we going up the stairs with the snacks and stuff. And we giving our parents, we giving them the stuff that they had wanted out of the bags. And we breathing heavy, boy. We breathing. And my dad was like, why y'all breathing so hard? And we told him, we was like, Dad, we all told him, we was like, we went to the store and a man was chasing after us. And he was like, what man? And we was like, some stupid looking, special ed looking boy up here running after us. And he was like, where he at? We was like, we don't know. He stopped following us once we got to the house. So, we told him me, Destiny, and my cousin, we had told him about the first time we seen him. And my dad he always gotta think about, like, over stuff. I don't know why he always do that. Like, I don't know. But he thought that the man got mad at us because we started laughing at him. So he was trying to run after us. And I don't even much know. He just thought that the man got mad because we started laughing at him the first time we seen him. That wasn't even that. Because the man couldn't even hear us when we was laughing. And it was just so much. So, after all that happened, that man was crazy. Like, we got a lot of stuff to go over right now, sis. So, one day, I think we came back from the store. I don't know where. We went somewhere. It was me, my stepmom, my dad, Destiny, Damon, Trey, and my cousin. And we had came back. And when we was in the car, we seen him. We was coming in through the driveway of the complex, and we see him. And we was pointing to my dad. Because I remember when we told my dad was like, all right, next time y'all see him, point him out to me so I could go confront him about it. So, we we see him and we was like, Dad, that's him, that's him, that's him. So my dad, so we pointing. He was like, y'all stop pointing at him. And he was like, that's him. He was like, why he look retarded? I was like, man, look. We was like, look, we don't know. All we know is that's the one that was chasing us. So we get home and he was like, y'all sure that's the man? And we was like, yes, that is him. So my dad used to have these friends that stayed up in the front part of the complex, and he went and asked them if they knew the man, and they was like, yeah, they know him, and that's how no, that's not how we found out. They told him that they cool with him or whatever, but he kind of slow. So we was like, so my dad had told us that he wasn't gonna do nothing to the man because, you know, he was kind of retarded. So we left that out the way. We ain't never see the man a couple days after that. Then one day, me and my stepsister was walking to the store, or we was either walking in front of the complex, something like that, and this man was up there, and he seen us. We did nothing. I repeat, nothing. We played it off smooth. We seen him. We was walking. I was like, Destiny, that's that man that was chasing after us. We have to turn around. So you know what? So, you know, we play it off. We turn around. So we walking, you know, we walking smooth, and we walking. And then I turn around, and the man started walking. Girl, this man was weird. The man was walking behind us. He was walking behind us. I'm like, this man is just weird. Like, what do he want? We don't want you. Go about your business. Go about your business. We don't care. We don't even know you. Why is you sitting here following us? That's how it was. And I was just like, I couldn't tell the man nothing because he was just so freaking ugly, bro. It was just like, I was scared to even approach the man because it was just like, ugh. And I was scared he was going to try to grab me or something. Like, I ain't with all that. I'm going to start kicking, punching, stomping on anything. I don't care. So, yeah, like I'm saying, we walking, and then I turn around, and this man is following after us. I'm like, Destiny, this man is walking behind us. So we walk into we start walking faster, and we walk into our house. And then he started walking faster, so we started running. And the way it was in the back, like throughout the whole entire complex, they had 38 different buildings in the complex of different apartments. Each apartment had 2. Some apartments had 2. No, I lied. All the apartments had 4 different. It was one big old building that had 4 different apartments divided into it, but there was 36 of them. So there was 36 different buildings with 4 of them. So we was walking, and I'm telling y'all this because y'all might get confused, but I gotta let y'all know. So one building is right here. Then they got a building across from it, a building on the side of that of that building, and then they got another building. And remind y'all, we in the back. So where we was at, all we had to do was walk through the cut. We had to walk through the cut that was just like grass and like brick circle things that just lead you to the other part of the complex. So they had this building, and the cut was in the middle. So we didn't go that way. Instead, the building that was right here, when we was running, we cut that way. We just turned and cut that way, and then we stopped right there for a minute. And then I peeped, and dude was running. So I was like, I said, Destiny, come on, we gotta go through the cut. So we start going through the cut, and then he stopped running, and he walked, and he stopped. He looked at us, and then he started walking faster. So me and Destiny, we was like, oh, forget this, forget it, and we went in our house, like, period. We just went in our house. So, let me tell y'all. So, the people, because like I told y'all, my dad was friends with the people that was in the front. So, the people that my dad was friends with in the front told my dad that we started running for no reason. Baby, we was not running for no reason. This man was following after us. He was following after us. Like, this man is mentally slow. Like, super slow. So we told my dad again, like when we got inside, we was like, Dad, this man is still following us. We don't care if he's retarded or not. You just gonna have to come and tell this man that he gonna have to stop following us before he get beat up. Period. So he was like, all right, next time I see the man, I'm gonna just have to tell him. And he did. He surely did. I remember it. I remember it, love. And girl, we seen the man again. that was the end of it. Like, we seen the man one day, and he looked at, like, we was outside playing with our friends, and we seen him, and our friends had dabbed him off. And he looked at me, and he was checking me. I was like, what are you looking at? You slow little midget? Like, what is you looking at? And he was like, he was just looking at me, and he was looking at my cousin, he was looking at my stepsister, and that was just the last of it. But yeah, that was just crazy. We seen him again too. Like, we seen him because in our apartment complex we had a pool, and we was the only apartment complex that allowed anybody to come in a complex to swim. Because the Meadows was so ghetto, they didn't have a freaking pool. In Canterbury, they only let people that had a key go in the pool. And you ain't need a key to go in the pool. As long as the maintenance men opened the pool, anybody was able to go in it. So when we would go to the pool, everybody would be there. And boy, one time, he walked in the freaking door thing. It was one of the metal gates, and then they had the big old little pool. He walked in, and he was staring at us. He was staring at us. I was like, and then remind y'all, we got bathing suits on. So it was just like, this man is just weird. He gonna see us when we get up out of this pool with the bathing suits. Probably gonna be staring at us, trying to run after us again. It was just too much. So we ain't minded. He finally left, and then it was that. And that's the last time we ever see that man, when we was at the pool. And that's when we had found out that he was 22 up in high school. So yeah, that's the story time of how me and my cousins and my siblings got chased around and followed by a crazy man. That man was crazy. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned, because, you know, I'm finna keep coming hitting y'all with bangers. And like, comment, subscribe, and share. And see you in the next video.